Well, I hope y'all having a good Thursday so far. I got a little chuck of Georgetown and it's like it kind of cracked up along the edge line. You don't never know with Georgetown. That's just the way it looks all the time. We're going to see what we can do with it. See if we can make something out of this baby. That's a good piece for the pushing well. There's a concrete right there. Hope it won't cause no problem. Try to talk a little louder. Have to get about this fan running. Makes so much noise. To get it centered, I'll start talking to you more about what I'm doing. Right now I'm flip-flopping the square edge right here. Trying to get rid of it. There we go. Got a bunch of, I don't know, I don't think I did that. I think it's freeze cracks in the rock. Probably been sitting out there in some very cold weather. And Georgetown has a lot of water in it sometimes. A lot of moisture. You might not realize that, but it does. I know guy in Alabama bought like 5,000 pounds of Georgetown. Just left it up the side of his barn. We got down in the low teens for several nights. It stayed in the freezer for a while. And that spring, he invited me to come up. He said, hey, why don't you Spalls some of my Georgetown? I was in his workshop there. He went there and brought me a bucket full of it. And first piece I hit on, I had to tell me it was cracked. Next piece, I got a couple pieces off and it fell apart. The next piece fell apart. And I was with him when he bought it, and I brought mine home. Wasn't nothing wrong with mine. I put it inside my shop, and I worked mine immediately, and he didn't work here. I was already gone through all mine. And he said, what's going on? And I said, how long this stuff been outside? You'll ever since I got it. I said, that's done. I said, man, it's fractured all to pieces. He said, well, how did that happen? He said, they told me bad stuff. I said, no, they didn't say bad stuff. He said, we had the same stuff and mine wasn't. He left it out there. I said, did it get cold around here? He said, good Lord, he said, we had a record cold this year, big years ago. And I said, really? He said, yeah. And I said, well, that's what happened. It got too cold and it froze. That moisture spattered in and cracked that rock. It sure do. I'm going to try to run a piece across here now. Got me a platform. I'm not going to use my hollow copper boppers very much because they wore out. I had to go in town and Get me some new caps to replace them. It's hard to use them when they're wore out. You hit too many times to make contact with the stone. That's what I mean by wore out. You see that ring around there? You hit up here, hit there. But most of the time when you swing it, it goes in there and it makes it worse instead of better. Don't remove too much material. And try to come right across here. There we go. This is where all the factory places are at. Hope I can clean it out with this. Nope. Got it with that one. Took 2 tries. We got it out of there. Looks like I did anyway. I hope I did. Might be something a little deeper in there. That would be bad if it is. I don't think so. I'd come across here. I don't know how this is going to work. I was trying to get my shot wave to go under this hinge right here. We'll see what happens. Oh yeah. It'll come across the tip. Try to go this way. And then we'll try to pull his head up. Trying to bring it up. So when I turn it over, it'll be below the center line. Start here. There we go. Alright. I said I was going to have some pork auction off, and deadline would be May the 1st, which is today, but I had some arthritis flare up and it's just too painful for me to work and get it done, and it's hurting right now. So I got the preforms made on the points. I just hadn't finished them, but I'll get it done and we'll do it one day. I hope y'all will be interested in bidding on them. Y'all might not want none of them. Don't know. We'll see. Looks pretty good there. Got a big old hump right here. start down here first and work on this. There we go. Now we'll move up here and work on it. Got me a little problem out here. I don't know if I can pull this off now, I might break it, but I'm trying to run the flake all the way across to the other side. Got most of it there. This isn't no problem here. That helps out 100%. But the rest of it I'm not worried about. Let's see now. I don't know what it is about planting apple that attracts cats. I don't like cats, and this is cats that kind of stole my heart a little bit. She's extremely old, her teeth are wore down. She showed up here a few years ago, and when she seen them, when we pulled up the driveway, she took off running out to the woods. And I said, well, let's run that one off. I don't want to stay around. I'm going to try to run this hinge right here and try to run it down like this and take it out. Got some of it, not all of it. And the very next day she comes up with a chipmunk. And we had a absolute invasion of chipmunks going on at that time. There were so many in our fly bed, it's unreal. And I told my wife, I said, she'll never stay in the house. I said, but if she catches a chipmunk, she got a home. And I said, I'll start feeding her. So I started feeding her. She got where she come to me and let me pet her after about 4 months. I mean, she was wild. And got rid of them chipmunks. I mean, I very rarely see one. She's getting too old now. And she's called a calico cat. I never heard of it. She's 3 colors. And I put a picture on Facebook in case you belong to somebody. I got 5 acres of land. I had about 28 and I sold most of it out here out in the country. And my closest neighbor's about 100 yards and they own a bunch of land. I think she might have moved, somebody up the road probably owns her. So I put a picture of her on Facebook. I said, anybody own this cat that showed up at my house? This guy replied, he said, that's my cat. And said, we thought coyotes had gotten him. He just disappeared. And he sent me a picture back of her in his lap, and it was exactly the same cat. I mean, colors, markings, and everything. And he said, I've got a new one. And he said, I really don't need another one. He said, if you're happy with her, you can have her. That's well, I don't particularly want her, but she catches these chipmunks. She said, oh yeah, she's good at that. That's why I'm gonna keep her. So I kept her and I done got attached to her. About like always. They're not gonna do something when you do it. And I usually don't have trouble getting the hens out either. This hens eating my rear end up. The reason it's eating my rear end up is because I'm using this copper bopper. I'm not used to it. I'm used to using these. So this is what I'm used to using. I'm gonna try this one. There we go. That's what I'm used to using. Not that plate down here is completely out of there. This is ready to go in the freeform cell bucket. That's right there. That's where it's ready to go. I got a weird looking piece of porcelain out here. Gonna lose about a whole bunch of them. Gonna snap it off right there. This stuff's taking me a little time to get used to it. I really like it. But just basically is learning what kind of platforms to set up that works the best on it. And I can't tell you because I'm still learning. I only had just a little bit of it. All together, I probably haven't had about 10 pieces, but they were big pieces. And then about worked on them, give a couple to my friends to play with, and then I got about 5. I think, I don't know, it might have been more than that. It's in different colors he wanted me to try. I like this gray, and the other color was purple light. And I'm looking still to see a piece of it, and I don't. But it was a pretty color in it. Now I don't have a square edge here, I got a slant edge. So this will work all right. This is angled enough. I'm gonna grind the very sharp part off, and I got me a striking edge. And I'm gonna have to zigzag down it. I got 2 sharps. So we'll zigzag down it. There we go. Now we're going to see how good I can do with it. I'm starting to get used to it. We'll find out how good I am with it. What kind of edges I need to knock on. I think I know. That one did not work. That did not work. See where it had? This isn't strong enough. That mass don't look like a lot, but on this it is. There we go. There we go. We got it out of there. I like this stuff. It's not the material's fault, it's my fault. It's different. We had about 1,000 pounds of it. Well, that's nice. You know, I might get a fluid pouring out of this. Don't mess this side up. I wonder how to flute. I'm trying to start making some fluted points. I'm gradually getting my strength back in my arm. The medicine I'm on for my arthritis is really helping, and I'm able to exercise a little more. And, I can get the strength to make a medium ridge down the middle or enough convection to the flute song on the flute song. I had a way of grinding, it wouldn't be no problem, but pretty hard to do direct percussion and trying to pressure plate a flat, clean surface over it. That's not too bad though. I'm gonna drop it in that bucket. We'll see what we're gonna do with it later on. Okay, I think y'all can call in the dogs. The hunt's over. I'm about done. I just want to go right with you. Been out of town for weeks. Feeling a lot better, getting my strength built back up. I'm gonna do one more. See what I can do with this one. This little one's not wore out too bad. Let me see what I can do with this piece right here. This is a piece I knocked out. You've seen me knock it off that rocky door side. Yeah, that's what I did with it. Broke it in 3 pieces. Look at this piece of porcelain knife. Isn't that pretty? Y'all have a blessed day. Hope you enjoyed this short video.